feel-good breakfast show.
Hey, I see you. How you doing? I want to welcome you to the Culinary Hotline. Bling, ting, ting, ting. Oh, yes, baby. We're opening up light here on Expresso. We're live and doing the things on S3 and thrilled to have Chef Clem back in the kitchen. Yes, my brother, my friend is here. And we're going to kick off Heritage Month with a feast of traditional flavors. And today, Clem is going to be making bride chicken hearts. And then it's going to be followed by a comforting sump and cheese bake. And then wrapping up with the irresistible taste of bride snook. Talk about culture, talk about the good stuff. And of course, if you have any culinary questions, join in on the discussion and send us your voice notes to our number, which is 063 408 8863. With that being said, Chef Clem, how are you doing, bro?
I'm so good. How are you?
Oh, I'm excited for this one. We're talking about some healthy, like nutrient-dense meats that we're making here. I was celebrating this last week when we discussed all the incredible organs that are coming through from Woolies, and I absolutely love it. Chicken hearts, man.
I love chicken hearts.
Yeah?
I'm obsessed with chicken hearts.
Okay.
So for Woolies to have it like in store now, ready to go, prepped and everything, I'm there. I'm there for it.
Absolutely. And it's an important thing to know that you've got to get the seasoning right when it comes to this, right? How would you play into bringing the best of these hearts to life? How would you do that?
So here's the thing, right?
Yeah?
We always know with chicken, you have to cook it like all the way through.
I guess, please.
Right.
Salmonella for me.
With chicken hearts, though, not the case. You can go medium well, and that's a good that's a good way to eat it.
Okay.
Either you're cooking it to medium well, or you're cooking it for like hours. So you got to pick. There's no in between. There's no in the middle.
No in between. Okay.
There's nothing in the middle. So when you do cook it like medium well, you keep a slight little bit of pinkness in the inside, which is perfectly fine, and it stays super juicy and tender.
Almost like a red meat.
There we go.
In a weird way.
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Past that, remember the heart is a hard-working organ.
Yeah, it's
past
pumping
that, you're
all
going to
day.
get the toughness of it, the chewiness of it. That's when you have to cook it for, like I said, sometimes an hour and a bit, just to like kind of tenderize it.
Yeah.
So what I do is chicken hearts first into a bowl, and I marinate them. So you can either decide whether you want to do, when you want to do a little bit of like milk to it or buttermilk, to kind of like, some people feel like there's a bit of a gamey taste. Not with hearts.
Oh, okay.
So I don't really worry about that too much. What I do is I add like a bit of an acid to it. So vinegar or lemon, but that's not to take any flavor out. That's just to help tenderize it even more.
Say, that'll obviously tender and break down the meat. Okay, nice.
So Graham walked off with my lemon.
Graham, how could
fine.
you? When
It's
life
fine.
gives you lemons, Graham takes them.
Graham takes them, which is fine. So what
I'll
I
see
do
if we can maybe
is
throw one in here again. We can maybe add that through. But another thing I want to talk about when it comes to these hearts is the fact that this is ticking the box of nutrition. Now, I could be mistaken here, but I'm pretty sure that hearts provide you with a lot of iron.
Lot of
They're
iron.
rich in iron. Obviously, that's something that's great for helping you with blood, helping with your blood spaces, essentially. So, again, you're getting nutrition in here. I know a heart is also a muscle, so that's like a good lean meat coming through there as well.
Absolutely.
So this is really, really great stuff, not just from a flavor perspective, but, I mean, all around. And, again, like we said, you're looking for that lemon? Well,
you know what?
Here we have it. Life's handing us some more lemons.
So I thought it was Friday. I jumped the gun a little bit. I thought it was Friday and we were mixing the stuff and it was going to be that, but it's not. It's a Wednesday.
There we
so
go.
You can have it.
Thank you for bringing it back. Thank you for bringing it back.
I'm wondering to myself,
Check my pockets.
what does G do with a lemon on a Friday? I have so many questions.
Lots of questions.
So many
and
questions.
do please check his pockets before you leave studio. Seriously. Okay, so
All right, where we at, yeah?
lemon's going in, and it's gonna. I added some of the chisanyama seasoning. Okay.
Ooh, nice.
Amazing flavor.
Yes.
So I like to let these marinate for like as long as I possibly can. But if you've got half an hour, you're winning. Okay. But I do generally pop this into a zip seal bag and into the fridge overnight.
Okay, let's just do its thing.
There we go. So I'm gonna need you to also, while I'm doing this, I need you to make a white sauce for me.
Ooh, pressure's on.
You've got
okay.
this.
All right, how are we doing this?
Let's see. Okay, so your butter is a little brown, so now it's a brown butter bechamel. Okay, to that, if you can add your flour, what I want
so
you
we
to
got
do,
some flour
I'm
over
gonna
here.
give you,
Whisk?
I'm gonna give you a whisk.
Okay.
You basically what you want to do now is you want to get all that flour into the butter, and you want to toast that flour slightly. You're gonna make a bechamel, which is basically a white sauce.
okay, got
while
you.
you're doing that, I'm gonna go.
A quick one, Chef Clem. I know this is pretty hot. I've got a bit of a sizzle here. as
You can turn
flour's
the heat
going
down.
in.
Turn the
Turn it
heat
down
down.
for sure,
Yeah.
right? Okay, let me do that while you carry on with your side of things.
Okay, so I have got peppers, red onion, hearts going down, and then you just kind of repeat the process. Okay.
Okay,
I do
all right.
like doing the onion, the hearts between the onions. They kind of get perfumed that way. So I'm going peppers,
Nice.
onion, hearts, onion. There we go.
Nice.
just
And
keep on
then again,
going.
we've got some protein coming in there. We've got iron, we've got zinc, and vitamin B are some of the added ingredients that just popped in my head now. Now I was thinking about it. I have to mention it because, hello,
What?
it's the first time you get some incredible options like this at Woolworths, knowing that you're getting that quality being assured as well. And like Chef Clem is doing right now, making a perfect balance of color, of flavor, and of, I think, an experience when it comes to eating right here.
Absolutely.
Well done, man. Listen, flour's in there.
Okay,
I'm pretty
cool.
happy with that.
Now,
do you want
let's
to
go.
toast it more?
No, let's go.
Okay,
So
let's
you
go.
Stir.
All right.
Have you still got some heat going on
Yes,
there?
I've got.
You do?
Yeah, it's,
Okay.
it's on very low, yeah.
There we go. You can stir for me.
Nice.
And it's going to start thickening.
It smells really good. It's got like a.
It's the butter.
It is. It's got
It's
like
toasted.
that huggingness to it.
Wow.
It's really a feeling. It's no other way I can describe this taste profile other than a feeling. It hugs you.
Okay, in with a little bit of time.
Time and again.
In a bit of leeks. I actually should have sauteed the leeks first, but you know what? It's going to be amazing.
Okay.
What you can do also, you can saute some mushrooms and add mushrooms to this. This is going to be for our sampan cheese. So I'm sorry if I got the mushrooms. We'll use it for something else.
Wait. So this is actually for the recipe coming through later. We just like stepping ahead of the game here?
No. We're
Or
doing two
this
things
all
at the same time.
Oh wow.
We're
Okay.
multitasking.
Let's go
Okay,
for it then.
So let's
Nice.
bring that up to temperature again. I was going to check your heat.
Yeah, you
here
can
we go.
turn that up.
We're going to start adding some cheddar.
Cheese,
Okay. Stir. So basically what we've done is we've taken the macaroni out the recipe and replaced it with sam. Okay.
that's
it is
smart.
so decadent. It is amazing.
And especially for South Africans, they're going to love you for this one because
yeah.
that's just tugging on nostalgic heartstrings when it comes to good food, good meals, and heritage, which is what we're talking about right now. So well played, man. Well played.
Heartstrings. You said heartstrings. Okay, cool. So in we're going to go with the Willie's sampan beans. This makes an amazing braai side because you make it today, it actually tastes better the next day.
Oh, it's one of those that just
It's
gets
one
better
of
and
those,
better
yeah.
and better. Okay, I
So
got
to
you.
have that done already, when your guests come for a braai, then kind of just focus on the meat and like a salad. But this is an amazing side.
So the biggest mistake that we probably need to correct our audience when it comes to the ingredients and the recipe inspiration is that they maybe want to double it so that they can have
Double
more
it.
leftovers, right?
Absolutely.
Put a times 2 on everything you see on the ingredients list, guys. All right, this is thickening up. The cheese
That's
is
what you
melting.
want.
It's coming together,
That's what you
man.
want. So you know this pan over here, which we were supposed to use to saute our mushrooms, what I would do is I would actually add it to that, and then I would pop it into the oven. But I've also got this for you.
okay.
I've also got extra ingredients here, extra dishes, so you can pop it in there.
Okay.
And what's quite nice, I think it's World Bacon Day today, I think.
It is? Well,
Someone
if it
can-
is, we need to celebrate that for
There we
sure.
go.
And also remind Mzansi that this is your Culinary Hotline Bling. You got any questions, you got any advice that you want from the man himself? He's here all morning working for you to provide you with all the solutions when it comes to things involving the kitchen. With that being said, that's not too bad, actually.
That's right. So we've got, you can see the end version, our beautiful chicken hot kebabs, the beautiful sampan cheese. What's next? Oh, we're doing a snook.
We got
Because have
snook
to.
coming through later
Absolutely.
as well. Again, for International Baking Day, it was the 31st of August.
Oh, Bacon Day.
Yes. So
Oh.
I don't know if you were thinking about that,
Almost.
maybe.
Almost.
We were close. We were
Almost.
good. We're celebrating it in hindsight. And this has definitely come together pretty nicely. This is what goes in the oven for a bake, yeah?
Exactly. Beautiful, nice little charred bits on the top. The samp absorbs all that cheese flavor, the beans as well.
Woo.
It's decadent. You don't need a lot because it's so rich, but it is totally, I'm going to say it, a better version than normal mac and cheese.
Yo, he said it. He said it. Better than mac and cheese. And you got to try it out. Get the recipe, get inspired, get the whole family involved. And here's our tip for this one. Times everything by 2 because it's that delicious. Chef Clem, absolute beautiful stuff. The braai's looking good, man. We just got to finish off the rest of those kebabs. So let's start stacking it and racking it because the studio is looking hungry. Nice stuff, man. All right, let's get it going. This is nice, man. Lovely. All right, so sticking this through. All right, so I'm going to... You went with like a bit of the... Okay, I'm going to switch it around. So I'm going to go color.
Totally switch it around.
Color first, and then we're going to add some onion. Then we go with the pepper, and then we bring in another heart. That's what it's about. All the colors in between my heart. ExpressoShow.com. Get this recipe, get inspired, and create a memory out of it. Yeah.
Remember
Nicely
that
done,
day you
bro.
and I made chicken hot kebabs together?
Yes.
Yeah, now
Best
we
day
can.
ever.
Now we can.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beauties. We thought we'd sneak in for a very quick edition of your Culinary Hotline Bling. Ding, ding, ding. So we've been exploring our Heritage Day dishes, and of course, the amazing Chef Clem has been putting his spin on some amazing stalwarts within the kitchen. So before we whip up a very quick little side jar, I'd like you, please, if you can, to recap what we have created.
Yes.
Because there is some magic happening here, and you might be a little confused. So I called this a bobotie about 5 times, then I called it a mac and cheese. I was way off. So talk us through what you created here a little bit earlier this morning, my friend.
So we're taking a classic, which is macaroni and cheese.
Uh-huh.
We've taken the macaroni out, okay? And we used Willie's sampan beans, which is amazing. You don't have to cook it for hours. It's already done. So it goes into that bechamel cheese sauce that we've made. And like I said, add smoked chicken, add bacon, add what you want to it, add mushrooms, make it
Because
like...
the sap just draws flavor.
It sucks up all that flavor. So it goes into the oven like you would a normal mac and cheese, and it is so decadent. It is amazing.
All right, buddy. And then I think the showstopper, I know we have got our glazed snook coming up in just a moment. And I think that might have been the first meal. I think I started in around April on this show, so I made a lot of snook with, with apricot, so I cannot wait for that. Please talk me through these sasatis. You can get busy on our side salad there while we do it. But what am I going to be having a little taste of right here?
Okay, chicken heart. Marinated in a little bit of chisanyama seasoning, salt, pepper, nice and easy, nice and light. Good protein. I love the texture of it. I love the flavor of it. I've kept it simple, just some peppers and onions. Boom. And this is great because when the guests come in, and you said you're going to braai at 2, okay? Things happen, and you might not be eating at 2.
Yeah.
This cooks so quickly that your guests will have something to eat while they're busy doing the rest of their socializing. But giving them this is amazing. Then take your time with the rest of it.
100%. It's about having those little, like, stocking fillers, I call them. Like, just lead people along the way. That is delicious.
You want to do a challenge?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's see how quickly you can make a salad. By the way, salads, right?
30 seconds.
Toss salads aren't a thing, okay? Be proper with your salad. So you got 30 seconds. G, going for the cucumber first. Okay, this is your technique. Graham, where's the salad? The meat's ready, Graham.
It's coming, baby. What do you mean salad? Cool. We never have a salad at the braai. What are you talking about? I don't understand.
You don't?
No, we always have salads. I love salads. I love salads. What is the vibe for... Okay, go. Gooi some iceberg
go there. I'll
in
get the rest
We're going
of
to swap sides. With a salad, you do have to have something that's kind of fresh to balance things out, eh?
So you're going for leeks, you're going for cucumber, you're going for feta with a bit of saltiness, a bit of brine in it. The tomatoes are awesome. The peppers are in there. You're doing this 30 seconds. I'm pretty sure it's been like 60 already.
It's probably been about 5 minutes.
It doesn't
While you whip up the vinaigrette, we are going to put the finishing touches on, and then, yes, when the Culinary Hotline, bling, ting, 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 returns, we are making snook with a beautiful apricot jam glaze.
This is the quickest salad I've ever made in my life. Look at that happiness. And I like how chunky it is, man. Ta-da! Salad.
Boom.
Salad.
Baby, it's here. It's ready. Love. All right, let's get into the news.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
We're still on your Feel Good Breakfast show, making you feel the best you can on this Wednesday morning. Now, as we wrap up our Heritage Month menu, there's no better way to honor tradition than with a mouth-watering braai snook. I've been waiting for this moment. And please join us as we fire up the grill and prepare this classic dish that's both a feast for the senses and also a true taste of our culinary heritage. Chef Clem, please, I didn't eat the hearts, not the samp, but I'm here for the snook.
Why didn't you eat the hearts?
You didn't invite me.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Okay.
Now we can make me and taste it too.
Okay, snook, we love it. It's like, for me, I don't really eat snook during winter because I associate it so like, it's a summer thing. Okay, so we're gonna do some snook on the braai. Whose granny was here and cut these lemons like this? Excuse me? 1994 call, and they want their lemons back. Yeah, this is old school.
I like it.
You like it?
It's vintage for me.
It's retro.
It's the artistry. I mean, how else can you do up a lemon? They're pretty standard, right?
So to the person at the back is crying who spent an hour doing this, and I'm like ripping it. Okay, but it's very nostalgic, so I love it. I'm going for it. Okay, snook.
Yes.
Most important thing is when you buy it on the side of the road, it's always sketchy for me because you don't know what's actually going on with the snook. No, ooh, everyone's coming for me now.
I can feel the warriors.
All the small businesses right now.
I have been done dirty twice in 1 year with a snook that I bought that looked beautiful, and then I got home and it was pop.
Okay.
Pop.
So you don't want a pop snook.
You'd never want a pop snook.
Okay.
And the thing is, if you do get a pop snook South Africa, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
Snook frikadels.
Oh,
Hello.
there's always a way.
Hello.
Is there an option for a boneless snook as well?
Yeah, I don't
Yes.
know if...
Right here.
so many
here's the
bones
thing.
in snook.
So the point I'm trying to make is if you are buying snook on the side of the road, it's important to, number one, check the eyes. You're looking for a glossy eye, not looking for a milky eye.
Lovely.
Open up the side of the gills. Smell it. Does it smell snooky or does it smell like the ocean? You're looking for the ocean. Push the meat a little bit and you want the meat to spring back immediately. Okay? Look at the sheen on the fish. It shouldn't be slimy. It should be shiny.
True.
That's about
Listen,
life.
there's so much
That's about
poetry
life.
happening in this one description of what you should be looking for.
So, there we go. When you buy snook, now you know how to do it, okay?
Yeah.
So, you got the cues. Now, I'm going to ask you to handle the snook.
I will try. In the
Okay.
wise words of Leanne, don't be a snook, let's cook, okay?
Don't be a snook, let's cook. So,
Never
what you've got
handled
in
a
front
snook
of you
before.
is a beautiful butterfly lightly smoked snook from Woolworths. So you're going to open it up for me and
I
you're going to
take it?
season it, salt and pepper, absolutely. It's already been butterflied and there is like the spine bone, but that's fine. Actually,
And it's very firm. Can you feel
it's-
how firm it is?
Right, does it bounce
is-
back?
Yes.
go.
Look at that bounce back. Oh, cool.
It's not
so,
pap.
Carissa, you said you want the less bony parts, right?
Oh,
so this
yes.
part of the snook, let me just move it out of the way. This part of the snook over here, you can see there's the big chunky bone.
Yeah.
That's also fine because this whole bone just lifts out. Then you're chilling. This part over here is very meaty and the bones are big. So depending on how you actually break it and take it out, you can like leave all the bones behind.
Nice.
But snook is snook. So don't be sticking a whole lot of snook in your mouth and then just be chewing because you might get a bone.
It's a bony fish.
It's a bony fish. Okay, so salt, pepper. We're gonna go traditional. We're gonna do some peppers. We're gonna do some red onions and some lemons. Super
You grab
simple.
the pepper, Leanne, I'll grab the salt.
Alrighty.
So what you're gonna do is I actually do like to brine my snook butterfly, but if you want some extra flavor in it, you're gonna kind of like create a book with it.
Okay,
which is what
so
you're
we're
gonna do
gonna
right
tuck
now.
these inside.
Yes. While you're doing that, I'm gonna get working on our glaze. So we're gonna go in with apricot jam, traditional.
Okay.
And then we're gonna go in with chili. So if you want the heat of the chili, chop the chili up super fine. If you just want the flavor, keep it like, just go in half.
Okay. Do those pack a punch, those little ones?
The little ones generally do, and that's the kind of thing about chilies. The smaller they are,
Yeah.
the bigger the punch.
Dynamite, baby.
There we go. So a little bit of butter goes in as well. That's
Do you
just
put
raw
olive oil
chilies.
on the inside?
Yes, you can, absolutely. You can use the olive oil spray if you want as well. What I
That's
like
fine.
to do
Let's use some
That's
spray.
fine.
for a bit of theatre, I always like spray a little bit of olive oil over the coals, make a little bit of smoke. So you can do. You want to do that? Do a
Yeah,
little-
Lee, you can do that. I'm gonna stand over here.
What am I doing over here?
Spray it on there.
Okay.
It shouldn't do anything.
Oh,
From
okay.
a
It's a
distance,
bit of
from a distance. There we go. Okay.
From a distance.
Fun.
Lemons go in with the apricot jam and the butter, imaginary garlic. Oh, yeah, no, it's not imaginary. Actually, I have garlic.
Real garlic.
There we go. Garlic goes in. Now,
What do you think this is, Claire?
I know. What's up? Extra tradition, extra heritage, rooibos tea.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
I love that.
And we're going to reduce the rooibos tea with the apricot jam. It's going to make a beautiful glaze. This works really well on snook. However,
Yeah.
chicken,
I can imagine.
that is
Really?
banging
Yeah.
on
Wow.
chicken.
Okay.
All right, so.
Tim, sorry,
yes.
this is the Culinary Hotline Bling, and we have made a couple of heritage-inspired dishes, and someone came through with the voice note about the samp. So let's have a listen to what Lenore said.
Hi, Chef Clem. My question is, did you boil the sampan beans from the beginning, or did you buy the sampan beans from the can?
Did you boil
Thank
it,
you.
or did you buy it from the can? Lenore wants to know.
Lenore, I bought it in the can. You 100% can soak your samp. The idea behind that recipe with the samp and cheese is that it's a kind of a convenient recipe.
Right.
And if you are braaiing during the festive or at all during summer, you're kind of focusing on the fire and the meat. You don't want to be so like messing with like your samp that you've been soaking since last Wednesday.
Labor of love.
story.
There we go.
Yeah.
Get in the can.
Yeah.
Actually, I find that in the can works better with this recipe. So
I
definitely
love
check that out.
I'm here for a hack.
There we go.
Is there olive oil on top? 'Cause
Yes,
we
I gave it a
really
little,
sprayed
little spray.
Beautiful.
And the trick when you're cooking fish on the braai is number one, make sure your braai grease is as clean as possible because the fish is going to stick to whatever's happening on the grill.
I've
Yeah,
seen
yeah.
people use an onion, like...
I love doing that trick.
Yeah.
And then what I do is after I've like taken the onion and cleaned the braai grease, I chuck the onion in the coals because then it starts smoking a little bit. So the smoky onion flavor gets into whatever you're cooking. And the neighbors get jealous. The
Yeah.
second they smell onions on the braai,
They already know. It's a South African love-hate story. Well, listen, Lee, I mean, you
Yes.
grew up in the mother city.
Yeah.
What is your favorite heritage-inspired dish?
Oh, my goodness. I love a braai pap. Yeah, I know. I love it. The very first time that I had one, Henny, that is actually here as well,
Yes.
he made us a delicious braai pap, and I'm about that
I'm a bit
braai pap.
embarrassed. What's
yeah.
it? Can I...
A pap tart, sorry, a pap tart.
you
What
talking
is
about
that?
ours?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it works like a
Yes,
that
have
I've
you
known for like
never?
almost 10 years. That's never given me anything to
You
eat.
are not in the circle of trust. That is the
What
problem.
is that, Lee?
Henny?
So it's pap and it's cheese and it's bacon and it's smoochy and it's layered and it's delicious and it is everything. So I am a pop tart aficionado.
That's incredible. I think I might be a convert.
Yeah, South Africa, if you'd like us to make Uncle Henny's braai pap, let us know. Go find the post, the hotline post, and let us know. What is the hashtag? Hashtag Henny's pap.
Henny's pap.
Henny's pap. There we go.
Henny's
Okay,
pap
we're going to do that. We're going to Henny's pap that. I love that.
That's
absolutely.
fantastic.
And what was Carissa?
Heritage dish. I mean, it's none of this. I just really love like a tomato bready or like a sausage food, to be honest.
It's none of this.
No, not like that, but it's none of this.
First aid. But I get you. And
How about you?
See, South Africa is so diverse, and like, there's so many different influences. When it comes to winter, and you're talking nostalgic for me, I love a lamb knuckle and tripe curry.
All in one.
Get in there.
All in one.
Wow.
And I like having it like when you cook the lamb trotters so long that all that collagen's out and your lips stick together. And I know it sounds like almost cheesy, but when it comes to summer, I'm on a braai. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Absolutely.
All
'Cause
the
you
time.
can.
All the way. Because I can. My neighbor's not happy about that, but you know what?
They just want an invite, Clem. That's all it is.
Clem, you
Come
and the
on.
neighbors, hey?
Telling you,
There's a lot of beef there.
Check the
happening over
WhatsApp
here?
group in the neighborhood. Okay, so Snook's busy doing its thing. What's important is when you put the fish down, don't mess with it.
Okay.
Give it a chance to really form that crust at the bottom and then start turning it over. And the heat you're looking for when it comes to snook, and to be honest with you, because we don't tell lies, I think that the heat's gone a little too low.
Okay.
So here's a good way to judge if your heat is ready for fish. Let's do that. Let's do all of it, actually. If you hold your hand 30 centimeters from the fire and you can only hold your hand there for 3 seconds before it becomes uncomfortable, that's good temperature for steak. And you want to sear something like a thinner lamb chop. You want to get that crust in it. When it comes to fish, you should be able to hold your hand there for about 5 seconds, and then it should get uncomfortable, okay? I can hold my hand there all day long because I can feel the temperature kind of dropped, and it's not a train smash because it leads me to my next point. We're going to make this beautiful glaze. Once we get the char on the fish, I take the fish off the braai. Because when we glaze it, we're going to add a lot of sugar to it.
Yeah.
That's what tends to get stuck to the braai grid.
okay.
So I do that part in the oven.
Afterwards, okay.
So I work out in my head that the snook goes to the oven. In the time that the snook's in the oven with the glaze, braai broodjies. You have to. So you're using that last bit
That's
of
my
heat,
favorite.
and everybody's happy, everybody's chilling. So I like the way you've also stuffed it. As you cook it, those veggies are gonna come a little softer. They're gonna start permeating through the fish. They're gonna like almost steam from the inside. So it's gonna stay juicy, number one, and a lot of flavors gonna come through it. Chuck some chili in there as well. It's totally gonna be amazing. Let's look at our glaze.
Oh, it looks wonderful.
I move fast. You see that?
Yeah, you just appeared on it. You know what my dad used to do, actually? He used to basically put the same thing but wrap it in foil, and then it's like a steamed fish.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And that keeps more of the moisture inside. And when
And you take the bread and you dip and you,
Well, you pack that full of butter.
Yes.
And you get that beautiful, like seafoody butter flavor coming through.
delicious.
Absolutely. When you travel,
Yeah.
right? Let's talk first international. When you travel international, what's the first thing you miss about South Africa when you talk about food?
I would say just the homeliness of it, you know, the comfortness of all of our South African dishes. I think that there's no food on the planet that tastes as good as ours. So you can travel throughout the world like it is our curries, it is our stews, it is, I don't know, it's just our spices, our flavors. That is the thing that makes us truly South African.
and the love that we put into the food. I mean,
100%.
come on.
100%. It's
Well-
not every day that you hear someone loves knuckles and afal and all
And
that
it sticks
stuff.
your
Love
lips
it
together
all.
when you eat it.
You know.
Well, I love it.
Oh.
This recipe is on
Lip smacking.
expressoshow.com. It took 3 beautiful sets of hands to make it happen. And then you have that wonderful piece of artwork. Thank you, Clem, for showing us your heritage.
You. And Henny's braai pap.
That's coming up next week.